Welcome everybody back to the channel. Much love. I really appreciate y'all guys for your support over the years. So if you guys don't already know, yes, I really haven't been making much videos for the Boost in Motion channel, because I kind of want to make that like the Japanese channel. That's why I made this separate channel just for foreign vehicles, which I do love now. That's a nice X3M. But I love Infinities, man. I made this hurry up and jump. I love Infinities. I love them so much. They're great freaking cars. I have my best time with them. But I gotta be quite honest with y'all, right? There's other cars I was thinking about getting back for the channel. I was looking at purchasing possibly a Nissan Z. Yes, not the old Z, not 3.7. I was actually thinking about purchasing the Nissan Z with the VR30. And that's why I made recent videos about it, because these prices are still too high for those vehicles. And a $40,000 car that came out in 2023, right, shouldn't be still $40,000 in 2024, because people paid so much over sticker. So they're basically selling a year and a half later for a sticker. And that's not because they're highly wanted. No, that's because the prices were set so high. You can't just drop and slash the price of used cars $20,000 to $30,000. So now you can go right now in 2024 and get a Nissan Z for MSRP or a little bit off. But then the year before is selling for about the same price. So we have to let the market sort itself out. And I'm not really a fan of what's going on when it comes to that. It's actually really pissing me off. But I've been looking more back into the 3.7 game. Yes, that VQ game. And those cars were what I initially started off with. I initially started with a VQ 3.0. You know, that's why I initially started off with. Then the 3.5 and then the 3.7. And the 3.7 has been good to me. And over the years, the engineering, this motorcycle, I need to chill. The engineering has gotten better over the years. So I've been sitting there thinking, should I get a VQ again? Should I do a build? I don't know. But let me know in the comments. But we're almost at the dealership, so I'll show you what I'm looking at. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at a Q50, guys. All right, so this is a sport. Slightly high miles, over 100K. Brown. Never really been a fan of this color, but I know it's a color I don't see often. Ooh, don't like that. Somebody had probably backed into it and popped it out the thing right here. But that could easily be popped back in. There's no damage to it. Okay. Somebody tried to tint out the rear taillights. Regular exhaust. They might have replaced this bumper. This bumper might have been replaced. Nah. It looked like it's been replaced. They repainted this rear bumper. Okay. Sensors. Yeah, this is super weird. I don't know what kind of laminate or whatever they put over top of it, but that's super weird. The other side is, I don't know what the color this is. Like it's bleached. Or maybe that's the tape from when they painted the rear bumper. Okay. Edges. This is how you do a proper inspection if you want to buy a Q50. These tires are great. Immaculate. These rear rotors actually aren't too bad. They look bad, guys, but the runoff right here is barely any runoff. Lights. Front tires are good. They did a good service on these cars. They were brand new tires. Curved up wheels. These front rotors are not bad either. These rotors have been recently replaced. This car is fully loaded. The front end doesn't look like it was replaced, even though you could remember the car is about 10 years old, so there's going to be a little bit of sagging, but this is all still good. Even right here is all still good. Doesn't even have the damage usually when they have it right here. It still looks good. I actually particularly like it. Probably was a trade-in. But the only thing I could sit there and say right now that's sticking out to me is this. But this is the alignment is a little off right here. little off, but there's also stoppers in here. You can readjust and make this a little lower. This just shows me this was taken off, or either somebody backed into something and popped it out, or this was damaged and they repainted it, which it does look like it was repainted, because I'm also looking at the muffler tips too. They stay a lot more recessed than from what I remember. So guys, let me know in the chat if they're recessed. Remember, the 3.7 has pretty much really reliable for the motor. The motor's very reliable. Really no issues with this. The transmission is now having a speed sensor / valve body issue with the 2014 and 2015s. So the higher mileage means most likely you have that slipping. You'll get stuck in between second and third gear, and you just have to change the valve body out. And then, but the transmission's fine. It's just a valve body change, and it's a relatively affordable valve body change. But he's gonna come up and take a look at everything. The car seems like it's fully loaded based on what I would want, and honestly, it's a different color. Alright, car still smells pretty good. Some usual wear. It's like 100 and something thousand miles on the inside of the car. Doesn't smell like it's really been smoked in. All this stuff still works. Drive passenger seat works, moves up and down, tilts back. It's fine. I like that. That's good. That's good. All right. Everything else here works. This is how you do a proper inspection on vehicles, guys. You want to sit there and think see if everything works. We'll check that a little bit later. All right. There's nothing here. Cylinder. Most of the stuff we usually used to seeing. That lets us know the cruise control works. Okay. Door jams. Some knee damages. Random repairs. Random dents here. Somebody was getting in and out and denting and hitting the car like someone's key or something. So that's a little bit different, but that doesn't mean it was repaired here. Oh man, getting in a regular car. There's nothing really here back here that I could say that's electronic. But it's like what I used to remember. Oh, this is real. I gotta double check and see if this is 60/40. Usually it's 60/40. That's how you know you have the fully loaded one. That works there. There's nothing back here you can really pay attention to that you can really care about. Pop the trunk. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you. This is a trade-in, or you got this from auction? This is a trade-in, you got it from auction? Got it from auction? Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's probably trade. Alright, regular mats. It doesn't have a spare. This mat is wet. It's a wet mat. Yeah. Yes, wet back here. It's wet back here. Oh, this is wet. No spare tire. Okay, it's not. But it's all wet back here. Same thing here. This light might have been replaced. This is all wet back here. So whatever they did with the taillight, it's leaking inside. So I was correct about the car being possibly damaged from the rear, but there's moisture all on the lower rear mats. But it is a 60/40 hold down, which is good. You can adjust it from here. There should be some tabs here. You can adjust the trunk. Nah, can't. It should be right in front of me. These don't adjust. This just goes here. Some tab here. You should be able to adjust it. Okay. Ah, man. No motor. Okay. Get inside. I think I have it listed online for what, 14 or 13? 14. 13? 12.99 or? Huh? 13.995. Okay. 13. Oh, 14. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So there's some usual breakdown. The chrome pieces here. Has the chrome interior. It does have the intelligent cruise control. All right. This button looks a little damaged here. It's cool. 106 miles. Worn out steering wheel, of course, because it has so much miles on it. Not bad. So pretty much this car is pretty fully loaded from what I can sit there and see. And not too positive. Can I start it or no? Thank you. Yeah. You hold it. Yeah. I ain't going anywhere. Okay, so the car started. You can hear the exhaust leak. Already hear an exhaust leak. And all-wheel drive error. That all-wheel drive error is most likely because either the speed sensor is messed up or there's something with the transmission. You could already see that it has that issue there. That's not working for me. The steering wheel and everything else works here though, which is good. This stuff works, which is really good. But there's an exhaust leak here. Let's see. I can go through this. Most of the stuff, if any of the stuff is bad, you could just change out the center console. Usually it's just the center console that gives you issues. But other than that, yeah, I can smell the gas and everything. Low on oil. I mean, low on fuel. Super low on fuel. I'm not even going to go through everything with this car. For what it's worth, I see where it's at and how it is. Of course, we get the Bose. Hit them with the FM. Yeah, that stuff is going to work. And you check and make sure that the heat works. See if it kicks on. So right now, hit it with the AC. I'm not even interested in buying this car. I'm not even interested in buying this car at all. Like, it's a dub on that. Like, this is a dub. Okay? I haven't even messed with this car in so long. Climate. Okay? Dual. AC is on. It feels pretty freaking cold. I hear it kicked on. Okay. Still a heater. Okay. You heard the relay click. Alright. And then I won't be able to get the car fully warm, but I could switch it over to heat. No, I want sync. Where's sync at? Okay, let's turn the heat up. It's been a while since I've used this car, guys, so bear with me. I miss this car. I miss it. So turn the heat up. I'm holding up this guy too long. I know he don't want to be on video. I'm not trying to. Okay, the heat's already pretty freaking hot. Okay, the heat and everything is working. All right. And the disc stuff, I don't care about the CD. Heated seats, the lights are glowing, which is good. That means it's probably warming up. And yeah, other than that, let's turn it off. All right, seat works over here. Seat function works over here. So let me step out the car and I'll give you guys my best estimate. All right, everybody. So I did a quick inspection. Not even a quick inspection. It was 10 minute inspection. And when you know what to look for, if I had the scan tool and everything, I can act. Well, I don't have the scan tool in this car, right? Once you know what to look for, you know what to stay away from, right? Obviously, you guys saw the rear bumper popped out. But when you see stuff like that, you see that the paint, like maybe around the corners is dripping, or it just looks a little funny how it is. You always supposed to lift up everything and touch everything. I touched everything. I already knew it was going to be wet in my head. I'm like, yo, they probably didn't seal the taillights properly, and boom. Everything in the rear trunk is wet. So that means that car was hitting the back. Give me a second. That car was hitting the back. Why is my GPS not popping up? Give me a second, guys. That car was hitting the back. And come on, man. What the hell is wrong with the freaking service up here? Give me a second. Calculate the route. Hurry up. Damn. Yeah, so I thought the car was hitting the back, and I sort of touched the wetness, and come on, man. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, I saw that the car was hitting the back, and it stand out to me just like that. Wasn't hard, very quick, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. But I wouldn't mind a hit. But they wanted 14K at about 105. Not really interested in that. 105, the mileage is not mad based on 10 years, or I think it was a 2014, 2015. I'll double check. But it wasn't. That's still not something that would deter me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can easily realign the rear bumper and take a look and take a better visual if I want before purchasing the car to see if I can see if there's actually any visible damage, right? To go a little bit more deeper down. But as I continue to go through everything else with the car, then it just got more apparent. Once I start the car, exhaust leak. That's a little bit of repairs I got to do, whatever that exhaust leak is at. I don't know how bad the rust.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
Yeah, I don't know how bad the rust is under the car. Then when you scan, then immediately while starting the car, boom, I got the ABS light. You guys know what that could be. At the cheapest, that's a wheel, could be a wheel speed sensor, which is relatively cheap to do with a proper consultant or change out, whatever. But then some people who have the valve body issue, actually, I got that too. So I would have to drive the car and see exactly what would also drive the car and get a proper console to scan the car. So just knowing that repair exists is just no. Then finally, what really just put the nail in the coffin for me was there's a fault with one of the sensors. Maybe one of the bumper sensors may not be working. That's why it popped up and said the whole like the crash testing or the crash. Pretty much one of those sensors for the bumper is probably inoperable or not working or damaged. It needs to be changed, and that's why it popped up saying that. I just know that at the cheapest, buying some of those little sensors and stuff is probably gonna cost me like let's say it's the wheel sensor, the bumper sensors, whatever that may be, and to get the car, I gotta speed through this because I'd never been up here. It's super weird. That could be like $1,000 just in like some of the parts I may need to buy and or labor, right? At the cheapest. But I'm also thinking at the worst of like, let's say it's an issue with the intelligent cruise control scanner itself, that specific unit. Maybe that unit might be damaged, so I might have to change that out. That's gonna cost a certain amount of money. What if it isn't a speed sensor? What if it's a valve body issue where the valve body needs to be changed out because of the TCM issue? That could be it too. And I'm just like, that stuff adds up, and I'm gonna go spend $14,000 on that. So the kid that was there, super cool kid, he was like, so what do you know was wrong with the car? I said, off rip, because I had the car before. I just told the kid like what the deal could be. And I'm like, yo, y'all supposed to, I understand y'all got it from auction, but like y'all, I said, y'all have to service. Yes, you got some tires, it has all that stuff, but this other stuff needs to be scanned and fixed. And I said, if y'all might have got this stuff from the auction for like $7,000, you know, and she already put tires and brake pads and rotors on it. Let's say y'all did, y'all still gonna have to spend another possible, at the minimum, $1,000. And I'm like, make the car run properly, make the necessary repairs first, and then have the car for sale. I said the car was 14 without these issues, maybe even with the hit but not visibly showing, maybe with the wetness. I said I might have considered it, but your website says the car doesn't have any accidents, you know. I said I still may have considered based on mileage and what the car comes with, but other than that, it's not gonna work for me, brother. It's not gonna work for me. So I would say just stay away from certain things like this. Always take your time, and with me, I know what to look for, but I make videos like that so y'all can actually know what to look for. Just 5 minutes of looking and just touching, and go press every button and just go through it as if it's your car and make sure everything is working. Other than that, that car's probably might be good, might just need a proper scan tool to see what the actual small issues may be, and it might be a simple repairs, and that car might be fine. But for $14,000, as I told him straight up, I said, honestly, bro, based on how I feel comfortable, I said I'll buy this car cash for 10. For 10 as is, for 10K. And he's like, hey, maybe my thing. I said, listen, I'm not going to go there and go
approaching a railroad crossing
about what it is. I said, I don't want to go back and forth to try to get the car. I was like, it's not my game. I'm not dealing with it. I said, the owner put it at $14,000 for a reason, right? And they put it for $14,000 for how it sits right now. No, I'll let and that's gonna be on the promise of whatever what that person might come in there and buy it for, and they'll say, hey, they'll fix all this stuff for them and clear code. Like, I'm not dealing with that back and forth because the dealer nope, I'm not dealing with none of that. So I said, take care, brother. I really appreciate it. I'm not mad at the car. I'm not mad at the business. Just make the necessary repairs for the next person. So my recommendation, guys, take your time, Be patient when looking for cars. Don't ever jump on the first car, and don't jump on the first thing that looks shiny. All right. So outside of that, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for always happening with your boy Boost. Much love. Thank you everybody for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also on top of that, if you want to purchase some boostinmotion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.